How is the department going the extra mile in assisting learners and with career guidance? Because there seem to be learners school, the lucky ones get to matric, they matriculate, but they all want to go. Most of them want to go to university, even though they are FETs. It might give an impression that during the high school, during their basic schooling, they were not given the right guidance. The department did not contribute to them, directing them in the right careers.
A school has to provide a comprehensive service to our learners. Yeah, and very importantly, key amongst other things, is not just to teach learners for them to read and write and pass at the end of the year. The school must equally important, from time to time, expose learners to different opportunities out there. Because once you locate it at the school that function, and principals take responsibility of trying to advise, working together with their educators, this service, there is no single learner who would not know what to do at the end of the day. Because if you, for instance, would want to outsource this service and want to get private people who must go all out and do this service to schools, it will not be without a cost. So it means whoever would want to go and have a career exhibition at a particular institution, there are people who come here from time to time with proposals. MEC, I can go and do a career exhibition in this area and that area. But when you look at them, there are proposals asking for money, and money which is not there to actually to do that. But there are many institutions, many organizations that do come together with us and partner so that we avail resources, we avail officials, we avail whatever material required from the department, and they take us halfway with regard to those resources. And you might have heard that such exhibitions are staged from time to time in many parts of the province, including also the motivational speakers who get interested and they move into schools on their own, cooperating with our officials in circuits and working with our principals to go and showcase their products and so on. In many other government departments, they do that. They do go to schools and also work with our principals to expose. But like I say, at the core of the success of career guidance is what we are encouraging our principals and schools to make sure that from time to time, as and when they address kids in assemblies in the morning, as and when sometimes they do lessons in classrooms, they are able to actually make sure that once the lesson is done, the principal must say, or the teacher, you are doing mathematics and physical science, this is what I'm doing, but at the end of the day, my kids, you must understand that there are these opportunities out there. Now, that is for those learners who fortunately might be able to qualify to go to universities. But equally important, you will find that there's a majority of our kids who don't go through that band, which can enable them to go to universities. And that's where your FET system, college system, becomes extremely important. So that kids must not stay at home and say, I did not get a bachelor's pass and therefore I did not get a diploma, I didn't get admission at the university, it means I can't do anything. So FET colleges are extremely important. That is why what we are doing together with the minister responsible for higher education is the re-engineering of the FET system so that it focuses not only on management issues. I've gone to some FET colleges and I get to realize a lot of learners get channeled in one stream and to the neglect of other important streams that must produce artisans. So much required for the economy of the country, because economy and many other labor absorptive capacity projects do not necessarily need university graduates. Learners must go through this basic skilling process in our FET colleges for them to graduate into artisans, for them to graduate into practitioners of those areas of study. So it's a matter which we're working very hard, because many people think that going to an FET probably it's a lower tertiary education qualification, and which is not necessarily like that. I think it's a matter we must clarify that FET colleges are as important as they are existing because they are providing a service for a particular level of learners who exceed their grade 12 with some minimum pass standards. Not to suggest that that South African is of less importance or is of less quality. It's just that he or she did not pass with a bachelor's pass. But that learner, once he or she can go to an FET college, the majority of them do ultimately end up being university graduates. And the majority of them do end up being very active in the major economic projects, mining, agriculture, and so on and so on. Things that makes the economy to tick. And for me, I think it's an extremely important area that, as I say, coming back to the point that you raised earlier on, the career exhibition by our schools or the system. Schools have got a major role to play in regard to that. But I should also call upon many private sector institutions to partner with us and make sure that this process it's never ending. And therefore it must continue to be provided even this year and next year and many more years to come. They should be able to partner with us and stage all these various exhibition activities from time to time.
Let me see, would you say this is the question that is probably on a lot of people's minds. Has the National Intervention Team really improved things for the department? Because there were some things that were not here before, like this textbook saga. It was not here before they arrived, and now it's very ripe. It seems to be very ripe. Would you say the national intervention has really improved the overall running, not just the administration here at this level, but the overall running of the department?
Yes, I think I should acknowledge that the presence of my colleagues from national department in the office here, it's much appreciated. It's much appreciated. They are here to work with us based on the assessment that they have done in many areas of necessity or of need in the system. And quite honestly, having worked with them for the past 14 months, there's a great improvement on a lot of areas in the system. Just to give an example, working together with them and our social partners and officials who are dealing with these matters in the HR unit, I think we have been able to, and I think I need to really commend the efforts of our partners in the whole process, because it's a negotiated process that needs a buy-in from both sides, and we have been able to stabilize what I would call a compensation of employees budget, where we used to have a serious problem on the teacher provisioning in particular, and then that part we have been able to deal with it to the extent that even the provincial treasury has noted that we have really improved on the finances of the department. That's the first point. The second matter, the intervention team enabled us